Welcome back to another episode of Fat Butcher Rips. Today we have the newly released 25-26 Series 1 retail tins. We've got 3 of them to open. Fun stuff to be found, I'm sure. So if you're ready, let's rip. Okay, so tins. What are we looking for? We are looking for the Orange Dazzlers, I think. They are kind of the exclusive for tins. They have, I believe it's red and another, I'll put it up on the screen. I looked earlier, now I've already forgotten. But some variations that can come in there. You can get Young Guns. You should be getting 3 Young Guns. You should get like a canvas, some inserts. I think you can get speckle out of a tin. What you cannot get out of a tin is the important part, or the part to keep in mind. So what you will not be getting out of a tin is a high gloss, and exclusives, a deluxe, a red outburst, a gold outburst, bootlegs, like all those kind of crazy low-numbered, super rare things are not there. You can get a regular outburst. That's kind of the high end of the parallels to be found here. So let's take a look. We won't spend a ton of time on our base, though I'm not upset with a Tyler Bertuzzi on my first base. Rupe Hintz, Pasternak, and Vinny Trocheck. And our first insert is a retail exclusive OPG Glossy. So there's rookies. These are actually a pretty nice design this year. It's the first time I'm seeing the design. The Nuge, Sizzle Reel, which is just a standard, and Jack Eichel, goal-oriented, and he certainly is, and a bit more base. Tom Wilson closing us down there. So that's a pretty typical retail pack. Again, it's nice. You get a good shot at some Young Guns here. You can get another nice rookie with those OPG glossies. I've gotten some good ones of those over the years. Nice little. So you do still get speckles here. This one's the Ovi and Wilson, and Elias Pettersson is our first Young Gun, and we do have a compositions. Not crazy about the compositions. It's fine. I like Sizzle Reel as a concept for their inserts this year. The Sizzle Reels, have the highlights on the back, which it's nice. So, okay, so we've got 1 Young Gun in the books. We will probably speed up a little bit here. All right, Nathan McKinnon, nice. And nice, Alex Ovechkin. Never a bad thing to get an Ovi. Urson on the Encore, and Jacob Markstrom tracking systems. So there's going to be a lot of packs like that where, you're getting just a bunch of inserts. It's fine. It's for retail product. It's not a problem. The Celebrini card, crazy photo selection, but you know what? He's had that same energy all season and has been crushing this year, so good on it. Casey Kazikas, Logan Cooley, Canvas, first Canvas. No, just put him there. And nice Linus Ullmark portraits, and a Ryan Leonard, good rookie, to get on our OPG Glossy. And this is the gold variation. They actually say gold this year. Last year, I don't know if anyone remembers, telling the gold from the standard OPG glossies, not simple. It's a rare day when one of these gets put in a top loader, but these are somewhat rare. Hopefully by now I will have put the odds on the screen. So that's a nice sneaky retail hit. As retail goes, that's a good pull. So, all right, keeping it moving. And let's see, what do we got here? We should still have a couple of Young Guns, so that's something to look out for. And it looks like we're going to have our second Young Guns here. Jesper Bratt, Colton Dock from my Blackhawks, and Cup Quest. First Cup Quest to see, and I do like those Cup Quests quite a bit. And a bit of base. And yeah, big fan of Colton Dock. He's looked really good. I mean, he doesn't have big numbers, but he's very active for my Hawks. It looks like he belongs, which is a good thing. All right, and a bit more base, and we have an encore of Quinn Hughes, Liljegren on tracking systems, and Dalibor Dvorsky. He is up. He's playing, and I think he got a goal the other night, so good for him. I just find him amusing because I think this is like the 6th Dalibor Dvorsky I've pulled somehow. Okay, so that's 3 Young Guns. We should have a... I don't know. What else are we really meant to find here in these last couple? Maybe we'll get a bonus Young Gun. Who knows? We do get a nice Gabe Perreault on the glossy. That's a nice rookie. Don't mind that. And compadres with Eichel and Stone, and Clayton Keller is our compositions. Nice. And our base. So one more pack, then we get into our exclusive Dazzlers. All right. Looks like we have another Speckle. These didn't pop out of, yeah. The Speckle Cup Quest looks pretty good. And a bonus Young Gun, Nikita Tolopilo. I mean, it's Nikita Tolopilo. Let's not like go crazy, but holy cow, 4 Young Guns in a tin. That is pretty solid. So 4 Young Guns, a couple of nice glossy rookies. Not bad. All right, let's check out this exclusives of the Dazzlers here. Oh, wow. Wow. I know he's struggling, but Dustin Wolf looks good in orange. Morgan Geekie having a great year. Looks good, but Lane Hudson on the black parallel, that is nice. Man, that looks clean. Really happy with that. Obviously his teammate, Ivan Demidov, would be the chase for Dazzlers, for Young Guns, for OPG Glossy, all down the line. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's a cool looking card. So we'll go ahead and move a few of these things out of the way. But actually, before we do, real quickly, so it's 1 tin, 2 speckled, 4 Young Guns, a parallel of the Dazzlers, and a nice rookie parallel of OPG Glossy. Pretty good start. Okay. We're going to move a few things around and get into tin number 2. Number 2. So good luck in the first tin, pulling the parallel Hudson. See if we can't keep the good vibes rolling. Nice Frank Nazar. Started off real hot, cooled down a bit for us, but he'll be just fine. Nice Matthew Nyes Bustle, Speckle. Speckles are coming out of here pretty consistently. Rory Cairns is our first Young Gun. Tage Thompson. Quest for that cup. Haven't crushed our Young Guns. I think Colton Dock's probably my favorite. Dvorsky might have a little more upside, but this has not been a home run for the Young Guns just yet. All right, we've got our guy Tage Thompson on the OPG Glossy. Sorry, had a cat invading. All right, Jimmy Snuggerud Encore. Nice. Nice little rookie insert. Aho and Robert Thomas is our base. Okay. I could use a Rinzel. I could use Levshinov. I won't get greedy and say I could use a Demidov. That goes without saying. Would really love that. Sizzle reel of McTavish. All right, and Sam Morton. I like that portrait of Quinn Hughes. Sam Morton, the other flame, not Zane Parekh. So, yeesh. Though, on the upside, it does seem like we're trending towards 4 Young Guns possibly again. We're set up that it could be happening. Nick Foligno on the canvas. Jesper Bratt is on our gold OPC glossy. Nice Kirill Kaprizov gold oriented. I think these golds are so far, I mean, I'm making it off of a very small sample size. Maybe you get 1 a tin, maybe. I don't know if the odds tell us that, but then again, the odds told us we get 3 Young Guns, and we haven't, so we're getting more. Ilya Sorokin Encore, Sizzle Reel, Perfetti, Donovan Sabrengo is our 3rd Young Gun. Okay, let's hope we get a 4th, because Cairns, Morton, and Sabrengo is not what you're looking for. It's just not. I'm sure they're all very nice people. Not what you want. All right. We will keep it moving. Nice Austin Matthews. I like that, man. That jersey pops on this kind of grayscale border, so not mad at that. Cam Talbot and the Pasta Man, David Pasternak. And a bit of base with Chuck at the end. All right, 2 more packs. Maybe another bonus Young Gun in the offing. Let's keep hopes high. March or so, it looks like we do. Another speckle, 2nd speckle. You see it, I see it. Ivan Demidov. Unbelievable. What, and nice little Connor McDavid. We're all happy to see Ivan Demidov, even Connor. That's awesome. I mean, you're going to get 3 and apparently 4 maybe Young Guns out of a tin. There's 49 Young Guns. You're throwing a dart, and you know, that was a successful dart throw. Really nice. Okay, still 1 more pack. That's a winning tin, to say the least, no matter what came before it. All right, we'll keep rolling here. And our base, hey, my guy, Owen Tippett and Kaprizov inserts, and Brendan Gallagher. So nice Artem Levshinov base OPC glossy, good looking cards. I like the OPC glossy this year. They look nice. All right. Exclusive with an F. Dazzlers. So we got Thomas Harley, Sam Reinhart, and Owen Tippett, which looks nice on the orange, but yeah, this is a tin that 2 more speckles, 4 more Young Guns. These tins are delivering. These are the goods. So we've got 1 last tin. Let's check it out. Tin 3. Okay. Let's see what the 3rd tin has to offer. It's so far we've gotten 1 really outstanding card out of each tin, so let's hope we can keep that alive. Mark Stone on the glossy, Gustafson and Kreider on Cup Quest. Connor Murphy looking very pleased to be a part of this opening. All right, what are we working with here? Okay, pulled an outburst. Not a simple thing to do. 1 outburst so far out of these 3 tins. I will have the odds up on the screen, I am sure, by now. And a speckle of Sidney Crosby. It's pretty nice that the speckles are popping out of here. Obviously, speckles are not what people chase. People are not putting a ton of premium on them, but maybe slightly rarer and pretty cool looking. So picture day for Austin Matthews, Tage on the glossy, Seth Jarvis, Bustle, and Noah Ostlund, who got his first goal, I think, last night for Buffalo. So congratulations to Noah Ostlund, and some base. So no Young Guns. I think we might be drawing on a 3 Young Gun, not 4 Young Gun tin, if I'm honest. Jake Gensel is our Speckle. Another great young gun, Nylander on our goal-oriented. Jimmy Snuggerud. I mean, pretty great. Pretty great. Snuggerud, probably number 2, number 3, give or take, at this point. Yeah, that's a pretty great result for a tin. All right. So even if we only get 3 young guns, it delivered a really solid one, so can't be all that upset. Suzuki on the glossy, Alex Tuck Encore, and Kachuk and Barkov are compadres. And a couple more packs. Sizzle Reel, Kachuk. Or no, Matty Nyes. I don't know why I was thinking Kachuk. Short circuit of my brain. Okay, well, Matty Nyes. Ozzy Weisblatt, nice looking Connor Bedard. I did the two-face thing on him before. I won't do him dirty like that again. But Ozzy Weisblatt, nice. He's up. He's playing. He's on the ice. All right. Looks like we have what looks to be our one gold glossy per tin, and it is Jared McCann, along with our Barbashev UD canvas and a nice Connor McDavid compositions. Okay. And some base with our guy Pavel Buznevich at the back. So we should be getting another young gun here. Supposed to get at least 3. We've been getting 4, but this would only be 3 in this one. So let's see. Hopefully we get a third good name. Snuggerud and Weisblatt, pretty solid. Chris Letang, Wyatt Johnson, Sizzle Reel, and Cam Lund. Cam Lund is fine. Certainly not great. But, you know, Snuggerud and Weisblatt, pretty solid. So, no complaints there. All right, let's get to the end of these 3 with our Dazzlers. All orange. No parallels. Brent Clark, Joey Duckord, and Artem Levshinov. Very nice. I'm a big fan of that. That's a good looking card. So it looks to be another solid year for Tins. A better than fair shot at getting 4 young guns instead of the stated 3. You're getting a couple speckles, you're getting these exclusive Dazzlers, you're getting the OPGs, including, you know, a gold per tin. You get the shot at some outbursts. It's all pretty fun stuff for a pretty manageable price. I didn't talk about it at the outset. These were $49.95 at a big box or big 3 distributor, so USD. So, you know, better than in a Walmart. I think they're like $60 at a Walmart. So this is a pretty good deal. It's a great deal. Pulled Demidov, pulled Snuggerud. I actually really like this Lane Hudson black. I think that's a pretty sweet looking card myself. So thanks for checking it out. That's the retail tins. I actually really had fun with this. I might open up a couple more tins another time. So thanks for sticking with me. I have a nice, I have one case break that just kind of wrapped. I've got another case break that's going to be kind of a speed run in a couple of videos here. That is more than fun. It was, not to spoil anything, but it crushed as far as my cases have gone. So really excited for people to check that out. So if you get an opportunity, please comment, like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.